So I work with this guy, and he's an interesting guy. He's very quirky, and I mean he'd consider himself a nerd. He's a nerdy guy. He loves like science fiction reading books.
You're gonna upset Eric the actor. He likes Star Trek.
That's okay. He can say what he wants. He loves woodworking. He made his own pen. The pen he uses, he made.
That's kind of
yeah. Hey, and so he likes to hike. I mean, he's an interesting guy. Photography.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went to a wedding recently. It was his cousin's wedding. And this guy doesn't have a date, and he's back in the back at the table where they don't know where to put anybody, with all the, the second cousin, the neighbor that had to get invited. That's where he is, at the card table, right? And his mother proceeds to get hammered at this wedding.
How old is this guy?
He's 31 now. I think he was, he's probably in his, mid-20s at this time.
Okay.
So the mom proceeds to get hammered, and she comes up and she goes, listen, I love you. She's Jewish. She goes, I don't care that you're gay. It doesn't bother me. Okay. Now, here's what I love about this story. I don't care if people think that I'm gay, but if they know my life, and I know the touch of a woman so little that you think that I'm gay, that's what bothers me. My life is horrible up until this point. You've seen what I've done, and based on my actions with the opposite sex, you think I'm gay. And you're my mom. That's not like...
No. I think it's a compliment in a way, because what she's saying is, clearly my son is a great guy, and if he wanted a woman, he could get one, but he doesn't want one, therefore he's not getting one. Now, when in reality, he wants one but doesn't have the ability because he's got no game. But from her standpoint, she's not thinking that. She's thinking the reason he's not with women is because he's not attracted to them, not because he can't get them.
No, I understand that. But she probably thinks he's not attracted to him because she's never seen him with one. See what I'm saying? I mean, it's not based on his fashion sense. It's not based on his love of Celine Dion. That's not what they're basing it on. She's basing it on his interaction with the opposite sex. That's what she's basing it on. Right. And what she's seen has led her to believe that he wants to have sex with men. That's what she believes based on that.
Did she ever try to fix him up with someone? Or?
Well, the funny thing is he said he's sitting there at the table and everybody hears.
That's
And he's like, he's embarrassed. But, of course, these are the biggest losers at the wedding. So he doesn't care, what they think.
And his mom's drunk, so he can just say, hey, she's drunk.
Yeah, it's a joke we always play or whatever,
Yeah.
But no, he's like, Mom, I'm not gay. He's got to convince her. Like the episode of Seinfeld where, he thought that they were a couple. Yeah. I mean, I got to imagine, he's a small guy. So I got to imagine that, big gay men would find him adorable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A little fun little.
I don't think he would have any problem landing a guy. It's the girls that he's having trouble with.
Do you think if your life depended on it and you couldn't use money or any sort of physical threat, would it be easier to get a blowjob from a stranger who's a man or a woman?
What?
I'm saying, would it be easier for you to go out and get some gay guy to have
no, it would be much easier for me to get a man to... now that's presuming I don't already have somebody that I know that's willing to do that.
It's just got to be a stranger, someone you've never met.
Yeah, no, it's obviously a guy, right?
Yeah, I think if you went into a gay bar, you could...
Yeah, I could immediately get that. Matter of fact, Wendy Townsend just worked at a gay club and invited me this past Wednesday.
Yeah, you could have gotten...
And I said, if I go and I'm not hit on, I'm going to be offended. What, do you think you're better than me? What, are you too good for me? I'm not good looking enough for you?
I think you'd get hit on, because you like to talk to people, and they would take that as you hitting on them or being open and inviting, but really you just talk to people.
Yeah, I would, if somebody offered to blow me, I would wear it like a badge of honor. I'd be like, that's so nice of you. No, thank you. But, that's very nice for you to offer to do that.
Well, our friend John Muma, hilarious comedian who we work with at Drafts and Laughs, he worked with Aisha Tyler a few years ago at the DC Improv. And she, for whatever reason, has a huge gay following. And I guess she has some sort of a gay assistant or something these couple guys that are in the green room that are in her party that are two gay guys.
Right, and they want a piece of John in a big way.
Well, yeah, John's a good-looking guy. You know, Rob's girlfriend wants to bang him. You know, and so they got to talking one night about whether he'd be a top or a bottom.
Right.
And they said that John would be a power bottom.
What?
That's funny.
Which is a term that I had never heard. But
show announcer Tim says power bottom all the time.
Yeah. You're on the bottom, but you're controlling it, basically. Which is the funniest.
That's got to be the worst thing in the world to be.
Yes, I think that would, if you'd rank them, I think obviously you'd want to be a top, and then a bottom, and then the power bottom.